welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Espresso. And if you heard the 7 o'clock news earlier with Graham, you would have heard that the South African Dairy Awards took place recently, and the Lactalis South Africa's 10-month Mature Gouda, especially made for Woolworths, was once again crowned the South African Dairy Product of the Year. So in studio to chat to us about this prestigious award is Woolworths Cheese Expert Suzy O Regan, and we are joined by Chef Clem, who is here to entice us all with his wife-winning pizza Bianco. Good morning.
Morning, Zoe. Hello.
I'm so excited about this, Suzy, because I mean, if there's one thing I really got to learn to love is that of cheese. I mean, you're the Woolworths cheese expert. How long have you, been involved with the different cheeses?
I've been working at Woolies for 20 years now, and I'm working in there as the product developer in dairy, and have an absolute passion for cheese. So I've been involved for a long time.
Oh, well, you are the cheese expert. Chef Clem, you've got a delicious recipe you want to show us while we chat all things cheese.
This is a very simple recipe, but it is super, super delicious. And true story, it's called Wife-Winning Pizza Bianco, because when my wife and I were still dating, I made this for her and she said, if you asked me to marry you now, I'd say yes.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not saying that's the reason she's married me, but it definitely helped.
Okay.
So this recipe, I'm using this award-winning Gouda, and we've recently just fallen in love. We are Chevin now on everything. On everything. And the Chevin works really well with this pizza, so I'm gonna make that for you today. So
okay,
it's
while you
good.
get started, I feel like we need to unpack what the SA Dairy Championships is all about. Now, as a cheese expert, what does an award like that mean for the dairy world?
So just a bit of background, the South African Cheese Champions or Dairy Championships is basically there to continuously improve the quality of dairy products. So as you heard on the news, it's been in existence for nearly 188 years. It's now become a very big event. It's really prestigious, and all the producers in South Africa really vie for winning awards, whether it's a first, second or third award. But for us to have won the Product of the Year award for the third time is just absolutely amazing.
I mean, to win it for the third time, that is incredible. Now, the product that won, is it the one we've got here in front of us?
Correct.
Chef Clem, is this the one you're going to be using in your pizza?
Absolutely, and I love the flavor of this one. It's got a nice little subtle nuttiness to it that I'm kind of going to bring out even more by adding a little bit of nutmeg to my cheese sauce, which actually is traditional to a cheese sauce. It just happens to work so well with this cheese. And it's a kind of like, as it caramelizes in the oven, you get more of that cheesy notes coming through, and it just works so well with this pizza. Normally with a pizza, we have a tomato base. Pizza Bianco, we're going white sauce or the cheese sauce today. That with the spring onions and the baby marrows, it sounds like very subtle flavors, but when it comes out the oven with this pillowy, and you've got to, it's not a thin crust pizza.
No.
It's got to have that pillowy texture to it. And just all those elements together make the most amazing pizza. And then to finish it off, while it's still really hot, popping that Chevin on there just to kind of warm through, that little sharpness comes through, and it just rounds off this pizza so well. And it starts off by making a roux, which is just our butter and our flour. To that, we're going to add the milk. We're going to start making our white sauce. And it's very, very simple. It's going to be lump-free, and it's just, that's in the beginning process of whisking the butter into the flour.
And getting it going, and that slowly thicken up.
Slowly, and as it comes to temperature, I'm going to gradually start adding my cheese.
Okay.
And that's the cheese sauce done. And it goes well on everything. Everything. Literally, I'm trying to think, what wouldn't the sauce work well on? I can't. This over a steak and under the grill.
Delicious.
Would be so amazing. Absolutely. This cheese sauce is absolutely delicious, and this cheese in itself, you could just sit there with a bowl and just be snacking all day.
I know.
Honestly,
well, I feel like I need to pick Suzy's brain here, because you are the cheese expert. What are the things that you can look out for that will say this is a good cheese?
Well, for me, it's all about the flavor delivery.
Okay.
And I absolutely love cheeses that have slightly more flavor. So this 10-month Mature Gouda, I mean, it says it all. It is matured for 10 months, which is very unusual for a Gouda.
Yeah.
Gouda cheese is only usually matured for about 8 weeks. So it says it all.
Very special.
It's matured in a very traditional way, in a controlled environment where they manage the humidity and the temperature. It's matured on wooden racks, and all of that impart this amazing flavor. This cheese, it's very creamy. As Clem said, it's sweet, it's nutty. And it's also got amazing little calcium lactate crystals in it. So for anybody eating, it's got a slight crunchiness, which just gives the most amazing mouthfeel.
Well, we are talking cheese. I feel like I need to cut this open and maybe just like cut a little piece to taste. And I believe the Cheven, this is the goat's full fat with the soft cheese with the garlic and herbs, also walked away as a winner.
Yes. So the dairy awards are quite interesting because any product that scores 27 points out of 30 gets a quality award. The Cheven received a quality award. There were only, I think, 8 qualities given at the championships this year, which was very few compared with previous years. And the Cheven is, as you said, it's a goat's cheese. It's a home-style goat's cheese. It's very handcrafted. And it's made to a family recipe by Fairview in Paarl. And the garlic and herb really complements that fresh goat cheese flavor, which is almost quite citrusy. Goat.
I'm getting those flavors you were talking about.
And the crystals, do you get that little crunchiness?
Because Suzy, you told me that's a sign, another sign of a quality cheese when those crystals form inside there. I've got the most important question of the day. What do I have to do to become
a cheese expert?
A cheese expert.
How much cheese do you have to eat to become a cheese expert?
Well, it's just really enjoying it. I mean, I eat cheese every day. That's my snacking vibe. And I'd rather have cheese that give me that, or even soft, gooey gorgonzola than chocolate. I absolutely love cheese. So,
I can just imagine a cheese fondue at your house. You must have the best access to the best cheeses. And what now makes it amazing is in Woolworths, you will also have access to the SA product of the year, which is unbelievable. So, Chef Clem, where are you on the pizza making process?
Okay, cheese sauce is almost done. What I'm going to do is add a little bit of oniony flavor, and again, like you could use red onion, normal white onion, but because it's not going to bake for that long in the oven, all the flavors are very subtle. I'm going to use spring onion instead. So my cheese sauce is almost done. I've got some baby marrows there. Do you want to just kind of cut a few more ribbons for me?
Let me do that for you.
Either of you can just jump
Suzy,
in
you
there.
want to jump in on that? Yep. There we go. Sorry, I used the board for the cheese.
No problem.
I'm going to pour the cheese sauce over our base. Again, this is replacing the tomato sauce. And it can be runny. You can make it thicker if you like.
See,
And
where
I've
was
saved some
this
extra
pizza the
cheese.
other day when I had my teeth whitened and I had to only eat white food?
What?
Is that right?
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm going to spread that cheese. The worst part for me is when you have a pizza and the crusts have been neglected. So you want to make sure you get that white sauce, the cheese sauce over the crust as well.
Everywhere.
Thank you, Suzy, for that. A little bit of extra cheese over the top.
And be generous with the cheese.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna, like later on, you're gonna see I'm just gonna sprinkle some more cheese on this. Then I've got these beautiful ribbons. And you can be fancy with it. You can kind of like make little roses out of it.
Oh, look at that.
You could, if they would stay in place. There we go.
Is that what you did to call this
That
the wife
is what I did. I literally did. I stood there. It was a Friday after a long day on Afternoon Express. I came home and I just stood in the kitchen meditating, rolling little baby marrow roses. But it makes a huge difference when you bake it like this. But you can kind of just like scatter it now. You get the idea how to make that happen. And then you can go with some extra cheese if you want. Why not? And then it goes into the oven.
The Cheven, there we go. Just is that how you do it?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, there's...
Great, yeah.
You can use a normal grater as well. But this way, you get little tiny pieces of the cheese that's going to melt. Oven comes out. Can I bring the whole thing?
Please do. Ta-da-da-da. Oh, this is amazing.
Does that look?
It's delicious.
That looks so good. Well, we do have this recipe available for you. You can find it on our website, expressoshow.com. This is Chef Clem's wife-winning pizza Bianco. There we go.
And you got to get that Cheven on while it's still hot. There's 2 slices. You want to try a piece?
Yes.
Are you, Zoe? You gonna,
I think we're being polite
Suzy,
here. No
I
one wants
was going
to
to ask,
dig
do you
in.
want a crust or do you want a middle piece?
Middle piece.
Middle piece? Okay.
Please, Clem.
You'll have to cut another piece. There we go.
There's a middle piece for you, Suzy, and it's got a nice amount of Cheven on it.
Wonderful.
Oh, wow. I've never had a pizza that didn't have a tomato base. This is now my new kind of pizza with a roux base.
Uh-huh.
It's just cheese everywhere. It's so cheesy. Very creamy.
So cheesy.
Love
Oh,
it.
that's delicious.
This is how you win a wife. Make this
That's
pizza.
how you win anyone, like not just the wife. I'm sold.
What do you think, Suzy?
I think that's absolutely delicious. The chevin with the garlic and herb on there is just incredible and so gooey and rich and creamy. All of it.
Well, Suzy, it was so great having you in the kitchen, being able to pick your brain. And of course, these amazing cheeses are available at Woolworths. And the recipe, we've got that for you on espressoshow.com. Well done.